Hey guys, Artosis here, bringing you some more CasterMuse Narak StarLeague. Group C, this is the winner's match, and it is a Zerg vs. Zerg. I haven't had one of these on the channel in a while. Should be fast and furious, as all Zerg vs. Zergs are. Up here in the top left of Allegro, we have Killer. And in the bottom right, our newer player, our up-and-comer, this is Spire. So taking a look at these two players, like Killer is way more experienced. He's been around for a very long time, but Zerg vs. Zerg, maybe more than any other matchup, I think favors like a very quick, very young, very aggressive player. Generally attacking is stronger than defending in this matchup. The player that is more aggressive very oftentimes takes the lead and is able to win. So I actually wouldn't be surprised if Spire were to knock Killer down to that final match. I think there's a very decent chance both of these Zergs go ahead and advance to the next round. But yeah, just kind of thinking about their styles and the way that they play, Killer being a little bit more of a cognitive player, a more strategic player. Yeah, that can help. That can be good in Zerg vs. Zerg. But, you know, I'm always kind of siding with people that are ready to be decisive, to do an all-in, to just attack, and have good micros. So we'll see if the youngster in Spire can take this one down. Now it looks like we are going to have a hatchery first here out of Spire. It is a pool first out of Killer. So when you look at these two builds, how they line up, this is a slightly slower pool. This isn't like a 9 pool or anything, so there's zero potential of him doing any damage to this hatchery first. So we would consider this to be a better opener for Spire. But the thing is, I mean, it's Zerg vs. Zerg. Just because you make this hatchery doesn't mean that you're going to play a defensive, you know, macro-esque game with more drones than your opponent. You're also getting more larvae. So this could just turn into, like, mass speedlings. You know, I mean, the economy is always so small in Zerg vs. Zerg. There's no real mass droning. I mean, we do have some Zerg players. You know, Sulky comes to mind. As players that are more likely maybe to take that natural expansion, maybe go for a more spore-based approach and try to play the bigger macro game with, like, I don't know, 14 drones or something. But yeah, not something that we're thinking about too much here. Now, that's the speed upgrade. So Killer going for speed rather quickly. He is making quite a few lings, still making more lings here. So he's going up to 8 and Zergling speed before Lair. Lair gets started here for Spire. So taking a look at this, like, I do like Spire's situation a little bit better. The faster Lair gives him a lot of potential because he should be able to get mutas out more quickly. And he already has the second hatchery, so he can just kind of produce more lings, right? Like, if he makes enough lings that he doesn't end up just dying right away, you can see, right? Like, he's up 2 drones, he's got more larvae, he's able to pop out a bunch of lings. Look at this, a few drones coming down to this natural. This might be for defensive purposes. Normally you don't transfer drones to the natural at all. They're easier to die out here, and you have enough patches that you're not really worried about mining efficiency. So yeah, those were coming down because he thought he was getting a lot of lings attacking him. Instead, it's not really that many. It's 8 lings. But of course, the speed upgrade is ready. So he slips 2 by. That's a great move right there. 2 speedlings can do a lot of damage, even with a bunch of lings following them. These lings going to dive into that main mineral line. Oh, I love it. He changes towards gas drone there, as all these stacked drones could have turned and killed the lings if they had attacked. Oh, he gets one. Beautifully done. And in fact, there was some movement happening there where the drone popped the ling on top of the patch and was able to get away instead of getting caught. But they do end up getting picked off, and now we have a ton of lings from Spire. See, this is kind of what I was talking about. Just turning on that aggression. He does have his Spire on the way. In the meantime, over here, we have the layer done, and a sunken colony. Oh my god, I almost called it spine crawler. Going up into the natural. So this is pretty good defense, but it is a lot of lings coming across the map. Spire is not screwing around here. He is going to be going for the kill. This evolution chamber, of course, kind of blocking the surface area, the entrance. And here we go. The ling's going to start fighting. The drone unmorphs here to put some extra damage in because he knows that this is a dire circumstance, but there's enough lings coming down, I think, to push him back, and Spire's attack ends up not working. The Sunken's still sitting here at full health. I think Killer has to be feeling pretty good about that, but more Lings are hatching, more are being sent out. This Overlord, of course, sees no drones, just Lings. So he knows that he has to continually produce as well. You can see Killer right now spending every single larva he has on these Zerglings. The Spires are going to finish on both sides, and we'll see how those mutas come into play. But right now, this is a Zergling game. Of course, we also saw the Evolution Chamber went away. So what we're probably going to have to see from Killer is a counterattack coming out. Because otherwise, like, what if a muta or two fly over here? Okay, he's actually making Scourge. Only Scourge. Oh, that's fascinating. I have seen, like... Well, hold on. We actually are going to have an attack come in. This is not going to work. This is not enough Lings at all. He has more coming, but that was a very bad engagement from Spire. Going in against against more Lings and the Sunken, that was very inefficient as far as his units went. Now, there are a couple Lings that have snuck into Spire's base. This is a big, big deal here. Look at this. Lost mining time, possibly some lost drones. One drone falls. And again, don't forget this lost mining time. It's like actually really significant. Okay, he kills that off. The Ling's going to go back across the map. We have a bunch of Scourge. Let's see what the Scourge do. The Scourge, I guess, are going to go for mutas here. He's going to right-click them onto some eggs. Yeah, it's just other Scourge popping out. This is such a funny thing that happens. 4 mutas are on the way. So how do you go about doing this? He's going to start hitting some of the Scourge, I think. Oh! Catches one. Scourge going after Scourge here. Ooh, nice micro from Killer. Nice micro. Oh, gets another hit. So, hey, you know what? The 6 Scourge he made, 3 of them connected. That's pretty good. He killed a muta. Another muta has almost no health left over. Okay, let's take a look at the economy. 12 drones against 13. Second gas is up for Killer, not for Spire. Big, big deal right there. Mutas are popping out a little bit, but we only see 2 mutas right now. 2 mutas for Spire. So this is an issue. Killer seems to have really taken the advantage here. The Ling attacks did not do what they needed to do, and now with 5 mutas out against 2, like, that is not a winnable position. He's making a couple more, okay, but his second gas is a little bit late. He's probably going to have to start flooding Scourge. His economy is not all that great. And, you know, a lot of times when you see a Zerg flooding Scourge at the pro level to kind of keep themselves alive, that is not something that's going to be sustainable over time. Your opponent is eventually going to out-micro you a little bit, and the Scourge probably not going to get those connections that they need. Let's take a look at these mutalist counts once again. So we have 7 here, a lot of Scourge coming, more mutas as well. The Lings coming up also. Dude, this, I think we're just about to see, like, Killer's just going to fly in here and kill him. There's nothing left here for Spire. He's down 2 mutas. He doesn't have the Scourge as well. The Lings even not going to win. A big victory here from Killer. He is going to move on in first place from this group. And, well, well-deserved. Very, very strong Zerg play out of him. Spire, of course, will go to that final match. GG.